Kind of.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Cindy
And Christine.
at Candles and Supplies, and today we're not doing candles today.
No, we decided to switch it up. We're candled out.
Yeah,
well, not really. We're never really candled out.
Yeah, we're not candled out, but we figured we'd switch it up and stuff like that because there's a lot of fun soap and skincare projects for fall too. So we wanted to share those with you. If you can hear us, everything's good. Give us a wave, give us a hard shout out. Let us know you're here. Let us know who you are. That way we know all of our things are working just fine. So thanks for joining us today. Today we're doing apple sugar cube scrubs.
Oh, look how cute they are. That's a little Christmassy.
Yeah, I know. I thought like green apples and I thought red apples and it could be watermelon, it could be Christmas and so or it could be green or red apple. So but yeah. We're gonna do red just because red reminds me of Macintosh apples. So yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was feeling, we're in prime apple season right now, and with like all the farms and stuff around here, so I was really feeling the apple thing. We did a lot of like scrubs, but we haven't done any sugar scrubs cubes, so
great.
And mix it up.
Fun too, yeah. And I made soap last week out of Macintosh apple.
Oh,
it was absolutely fantastic. So that super inspired us to do more skincare projects with apple scents. So here we are making sugar cube scrubs. So these are fun. They're very, very easy. It only takes a few things. They're very, very easy to do. They come together quick. And literally, if you are looking for something for gift giving or craft shows or something, like make it the day before you're ready to sell or give it the next day. So super, super fast. Makes it a very nice project for that. So, and you can change it up. So these could be like pumpkin spice. When I was doing the apple, I'm like, pumpkin would be nice. So you can change up, the scent and colors and stuff for whatever you want to do. The same recipe goes through for everything. So nice thing about these is they are just little cubes. You want to eat one?
I want to feel one. They might be. They probably do smell good enough to eat. But
they do. I know they look really good. So what they're designed to be done is broken up, rubbed on your skin using warm water and stuff like that. So these are emulsified sugar scrubs. They're not greasy. They do have cocoa butter in it because I like the cocoa butter that leaves your skin feeling really, really soft and everything like that. So, but they're not greasy. They're not going to make your tub or shower or anything greasy like after you use them or anything. You can keep, like a little jar of them by your sink. Use them, as one shot kind of scrubs or bring a couple of them into the shower, whatever you want to do. So they're just very handy to have. There's a couple different ways. So like after you make the recipe, you can either pour it into like a mold and then have something that you can cut into cubes like this. I'll show it to you. And literally I just used a lid. So I didn't use anything fancy. So you can pour it like flat, cut it into cubes and like keep it in jars if you want to do that. Or you can put them into little clamshells. I used a pie shape because it was like round like an apple. Yeah. So yeah. Or you can pour it into a clamshell, close the cover, and it's already in its packaging. You don't really have to worry about it.
Pre-packaged, ready to go.
So yeah, all pre-packaged, ready to go. Just slap a label on it and
This you usually keep in the shower, keep wherever too, so you have the lid and whatnot.
Exactly. And then these pop out really easy. So you just push on the little cavity and then they pop out for you and ready to go. You don't need like a big amount. So like this little square.
You can break that.
Yeah, you could either take one of those, one or two of those into the shower and use it. So you don't need a lot. If you're just washing your hands, like a smaller cube even will do. So a little goes a long way. They foam like crazy, so they're really nice. So that's how you use them. That's what we are.
Right.
So what we have in here are ingredients, and it takes a few things. So the only equipment that you're going to need literally is like a stirring spoon, a scale, a microwave, and like some microwave safe containers. I like using a glass container just because it holds the heat in a little better. So when you're melting the cocoa butter and the foaming bath butter together, it holds the heat a little better. So I like using the glass. That's very good. So that's it for equipment. For ingredients, we have the foaming bath butter. It's a Stevenson product. And it says OPC on it. I don't know why they call it OPC. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but I don't know what it is. But basically, it's like a very soft kind of foaming soap. And then cocoa butter. We use the little cocoa butter wafers. They're very cute. So cocoa butter. Christine will post the recipe in here too. So we have like 2 ounces of foaming bath butter, 1 ounce of cocoa butter. Fragrance oil, we're using Macintosh apple today. And then our extreme red soap dye, because it's a white base with cocoa butter, so it's very opaque. So the extreme red works very good. It doesn't get too dark in there. And then sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar, but you can use white table sugar, whatever works for you. So whatever's easier. I think probably white might make the color pop a little more. I'm not exactly sure. I always just buy organic things when I can. And then either clamshells or a mold to pour into. So and that's about it.
Easy enough.
Easy enough, yeah. So the first thing you want to do is weigh out your ingredients. These are all pre-weighed to save time. And then you can put the cocoa butter and the foaming bath butter in together. I was melting them together because I feel like it melts easier. The cocoa butter is a little tough melting, but the foaming bath butter makes it go. On this microwave that we have, it's literally like 1 minute at 50% power, and that gets the job done. So I'm gonna do that quick. Okay. But your microwave may be different. I always recommend like melt and pour soap or the foaming bath butter or whatever, the 50% power so that it doesn't get too hot and you lose moisture in there.
30-second bursts.
30-second bursts, yep.
The melt and pour. Yeah. The Stevens said foaming bath butter too. We've used in some of our scrub recipes previously too.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that nice, instead of, some scrubs, granted, I do like some oily scrubs too, but some are a little more oily. So this gives you more of like a cleanse type of thing. So it's kind of like more of like a soap with a scrub.
Cleaning and moisturizing.
Right. So it gives you like both, which is kind of nice. So
I don't like the oily scrubs that much.
No.
So I'm not a big fan of those.
I like using them on my legs like in the winter because then it like kind of moisturizes. Right. So
this is intended to be a body scrub. You can use it on your face too, like everything's gel enough for the face. But I find like the sugar in there, sugar's a little harsh, a little hard on your face. I mean, it does melt down quick in the warm water and stuff like that. But I don't typically like a scrub that's that scrubby on my face.
Yeah, too abrasive.
Yeah. Too much. Okay. So this is melted. You're gonna make this because I made a bunch of batches on this. So that's almost all the way melted. We want to stir it to get that cocoa butter to melt. Usually the foaming bath butter will melt a little easier than the cocoa butter. So if you guys have any questions as we go along, just post it in there. And then as you're stirring, you can add, we just need 1 drop of color. The extreme colors are so strong. So we're only doing 1 drop.
It's looking fun.
Yeah. And sometimes as you're stirring, it may cool down a bit, like it's doing.
Okay, so we might need to pop it in.
Right.
A second. Because not all of the little wafers are melted. So
I didn't want to get it too hot. I'd rather like heat and then reheat gently and get it too hot. So we're just gonna put this back in. I'm gonna do 15 seconds at 50%.
yeah, just a little bit. Because they're all the wafers are almost melted, just a little bit in there.
Yep. And then this, once it's all melted, it actually comes together very quickly. So have your stuff ready to go. Yeah. So it doesn't get too hard on you too quick. It gives you enough time to work with it. Like it's still pretty soft. But it's easier. It may not be, it's not pourable, but it's pressable.
Makes, how many of these does it make?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay.
4 of those. All right. So stir it up. You want to add about 2 milliliters of Macintosh apple. You can eyeball it.
Go ahead. I don't know how to eyeball 2 milliliters.
Yep. Okay. Mix it in there. Then when it's everything's all melted and stuff, you're ready to add your sugar. One little speck there. Once you get the color in, sometimes it's hard to see the cocoa butter in there.
Yeah, so you can definitely melt it all the way first and then add the color too after you melt it. All right, I think
I was
we're
just going
good.
for it. Okay, so now once you add the sugar, it hardens up pretty quick.
We're doing all at once, slowly.
All at once.
Okay, going for it.
It does give you time to work with it. So like this one I poured earlier this morning. And it's still very flexible. It's cuttable, but very flexible still. So it does give you time to work with it before it hardens. It's not like melt and pour soap where it just like hardens up and then you can't do anything with it. So there's time.
Hey, you want to show them what this feels like?
Yeah. So the foaming bath butter.
Because it gives you almost a little bit like that feel.
Yeah.
It's cool. A little bit harder since we have the cocoa butter in there, but
So this is what it looks like, the foaming bath butter when it's cool. It's very solid. It's soft, so you can break it. Yeah, it's soft. You can break it and stuff like that. So
all right.
makes a nice
I
soft
am all mixed.
okay. Now you just press it into those clamshells, or you can press it into this lid, and we can cut it. So either one.
Look at all these clamshells.
Clamshells are nice because you just close them up and you have your product. Very easy.
You don't have to worry about repackaging and doing any of that.
Oh, they smell fantastic. And you can lift up the bottom to make sure that it's packing into all the cavities. Yeah. So where you see air spots, just press on them a little more. You don't have to work that fast. You got time.
I know. I'm like used to. Well, I was just doing soap too, so I'm like used to being in like a little bit of a rush.
Go. This isn't like that, so.
Here you go.
Beautiful.
Wipe it off.
Wipe
Get a little
the
messy.
rim. Yeah. So that's what it looks like when it's all packed in. Show Instagram here, and there's the bottom, so you can see the bottom. And then it's all packed in. There's the bottom. And then just leave the lid off for like 24 hours. Don't close up the clamshells right away. That way it gives it a nice, decent time to cool.
Might have packed these a little tighter than yours.
Yeah, so I packed them more closer to the cavities so that it would be easier to pop out. But
I'm just giving you this clean off.
on the wiper,
Yeah.
I can do the wiper. That's fine.
Yeah. So you can see on the cavities that it only comes up to like right here. So I was filling to the top, so you could just fill it. The cavity only comes up to right there.
Yeah.
So you could just fill it to there, so it's easier to pop out.
You can also scoop the top off, so you can fill it all the way up. Make sure it's pressed into all the cavities and everything, and then scoop the top off too. Whatever.
It's not hot, so I can.
Nope, it's not hot. Cools off nice. You can use it right away too, even when it's still a little bit juicy. Nice. I kind of want one for like every season now. So
Yeah, right. Switch it up.
yeah,
You could do like
pumpkin ones.
a little pack one too.
Yeah, that's cute.
Fall pack, whatever. All right.
Very nice. That's
That's
that.
probably one of the easiest things we've made.
I know.
Quickly. It's very
So
very
nice.
quick,
It's very-
easy recipe.
It is, and then this washes up all nice and easy and everything like that too. It's
Oh,
very,
my
very
hands,
fast.
when I use it.
Yep, try it on your hands when you use it. So, exactly. Let me see if we have any questions. Yep. Post your questions if we have any questions. Let's see who's on. Cindy's on. Coco
You're
Shay
here.
Hopkins. I know. Connie's on. Jennifer's on. Yeah. Everybody says hi.
Instagram.
And thank
I'll go for that
you.
one.
Okay, yeah. You do Instagram. Don't mess up your phone. Yeah, so that's a fun, quick, and easy one.
Little Lamb Apothecary says thanks for sharing and Vance for sharing. Can foaming bath whip be substituted if that's what we have?
It's a little bit too hard. You might have to adjust your cocoa butter. You could use the foaming bath whip, but when you melt your cocoa butter, you might go from like 1 ounce to 2 ounce. You might need a little bit more of that. So just because the foaming bath whip is so soft. So the idea of it gets hard. It's a harder cube, so it gets, cube shapes.
Yeah, so if you add more of the cocoa butter, you could probably do that. You just have to play with it a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Wow. That's it for today. That
So
was,
fast.
I know, that was fast. It's fast and easy, and
Yes.
you can make a lot up in a small amount of time. So this
Yeah,
time's
sure.
crunch time of the year, so sometimes you just need like extra things to fill your table, or just, show specials, sugar cubes.
It is a bit of a
today.
tongue twister.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't normally talk any better. Yeah, so it's a great filler and a great gift. Just keep them on hand. Stocking stuffers, great stocking stuffers. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you for watching, everybody. So have a great week. We'll see you next week.